Well, another great day. So just on Monday, we announced a $59 million investment in the convention center. And today, we are announcing the completion and celebration of the Aqueduct Street Improvements. This is all something that we talked about. These folks were here when we kind of kicked it off. You all were here when we broke ground, and now we're here to celebrate the completion of this beautiful project. I want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank New York State, Vincent Esposito, who's representing Governor Hochul and also leads our area here for the governor, governor's person on the ground here in this region. Michael A. Patterson, who is the city district representative Northeast, is his district, and our council president, Miguel A. Melendez. So I want to thank them for their work and for being here and all that they have done. So having partners at the state level who understands Rochester's needs, whether the project is large or small, is critical to our continued growth, and we're so grateful for their commitment to the community. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but downtown is the fastest growing neighborhood in Rochester. And projects like this are helping us build a more vibrant, connected, and accessible city. The revitalized Aqueduct Street reconnects us with both our river and our roots. The Aqueduct Street and its surroundings are now a pedestrian and bike-friendly environment, reimagined for today, but deeply rooted in the spirit and the Rochester of yesteryear. This area has long been a hub of movement and momentum. So let me give you a little bit of a quick history lesson. In the 1800s, long time ago, now, by the way, we still have some pipes from the 1800s that we're replacing, and the sidewalk we were replacing was from the 1800s. This was the Aqueduct District. It was home to Child's Basin, and it was the busiest point along the Erie Canal in Rochester. Ideas and innovations flowed through here alongside goods and people, and it was the center of commerce, abolitionism, and forward-thinking change, because guess whose office was just right over here? Frederick Douglass, the North Star, he had an office over there. Now, just across the street stood the headquarters of Western Union, which, by the way, was founded here in Rochester, a symbol of Rochester's influence in the expanding communication and connectivity across the country. Nearby that way was Corinthian Hall. It became one of the country's most iconic stages for public dialogue. It is where powerful voices like Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony and other national leaders for reform inspired crowds and shaped the conscience of the nation. As I mentioned, Frederick Douglass published the North Star just a block from here, amplifying Rochester's voice and the national call for justice and equality. And then just down State Street, the newly completed Austin Stewart Plaza, which you proudly cut the ribbon on last year, builds on this connected momentum and honors an extraordinary Rochesterian, a formerly enslaved man who became a successful businessman and abolitionist. His story continues to inspire our pursuit of freedom, dignity, and opportunity for all. So individually, projects like ROC The Riverway, Austin Stewart Plaza, and the Aqueduct Street revitalization are a long-awaited step forward. But together, they're signs of what the city in bloom looks like. So it's only fitting that the aqueduct was brought to life through vision and skill of dedicated partners. I know I say it all the time, we, not me, all of us, we cannot do this alone. So I want to thank Colliers Engineering and Design, Lou Engineers, and Ramsey Constructors for their outstanding work on this project. Can we give them a round of applause? And the DES staff, led by our commissioner, that bring these ideas to life. With the new Constellation Brands, new headquarters anchoring this area, and a beautifully restored public realm surrounding it, this space stands as a model of what we can achieve through strong partnerships and a shared vision and deep respect for the past. And now I'd like to bring up and thank our council president to say a few words, because this was part of our capital improvement plan last year. He got this through city council so we could work on this. You can't do this without capital improvement plans, and you have to have support to do that. So I want to bring up our council president, and then I'll have our Northeast Council member say a few words.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. This is very exciting because one of the visions that we have for downtown Rochester is bringing more boots on the ground, people walking around, exploring our city, enjoying our city, walking to businesses, supporting local businesses, embracing the river again. All the projects that you see, and I want to thank our state partners, our state delegation as well, the governor. All the projects you see along the river are part of a bigger vision to make sure that Rochester is a walkable city, and it is one that people feel welcomed and can explore. And I think this project is a symbol of what more we can do with capital improvements in our city to ensure that we create spaces that are unique destinations that will attract people to come visit our city, but also for the people who live here. Having spaces that you can enjoy right here in downtown Rochester. That's what this project is about. So I'm very excited. It supports local business. It supports our Fortune 500 company that's near us as well, and all of the employees of downtown Rochester who deserve destinations, just as our residents deserve destinations to come and visit. So thank you to the mayor, the administration, everyone who's involved in this, and more to come. Thank you.
That's right, more to come. Michael A. Patterson, who used to live right here downtown, not too far from here, to give us some perspectives. Northeast District, Michael A. Patterson.
Thank you. So first and foremost, let us thank our great partners in government, the folks from the state of New York. This would not be possible without their investment. So this ain't the Northeast District, so why am I here? I'm here because the Northeast District is literally just across the street on the other side of the river. I'm here because even though we draw a line, a lot of times folks draw lines and use that to separate us, we are just one community. The distance from here to there is nothing. And if you take a look at downtown Rochester, what we are consistently and regularly doing, not just in downtown, but across the city, is filling in the gaps. Those years, those decades of disinvestment, of destruction, of tearing down, of creating big empty spaces, of empty sidewalks are coming to an end. This is part of that process. This is one of those steps along the way, working our way back, some say nostalgically, to the days when downtown truly was the center of this community, where it was a crossroads, where it was where you came to see everybody who you might want to run into and encounter. Those days are coming back. It won't come back in an hour. It won't come back in a month. It won't come back in a year. It may take a decade or two. But all of that work, all of this work that we are doing gets us along that path. So again, to the great folks at the state of New York, keep sending the dollars. If you send them to Rochester, we will spend them wisely, prudently, and we will advance this city. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I want to bring up a great partner, Vinny Esposito. Vinny eats, breathes, and walks, run Rochester, and he makes sure that our voice is being heard in Albany with the governor. And on behalf of Governor Hochul, he has been just a great, great representative. And Governor Hochul has been, anything we've asked for in Rochester, she's tried to make it happen. And Vinny has been a great representative for the governor here. And I'm sure he will give our thanks to the governor when he talks to her next. But Vincent Esposito from New York State. Vinny?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As always, it's a real pleasure to be here for these ROC The Riverway milestone events, particularly on a beautiful setting, as the mayor said, that really showcases what can happen with our city and what is happening. You know, right behind us is the world headquarters of Constellation Brands. It was the very first spot Governor Hochul visited when she came to Rochester shortly after she became governor, and it was an empty building. They've transformed it into one of the most magnificent adaptive reuse projects anywhere, certainly in Rochester. And now today we celebrate the public improvements in the district around it. And I want to congratulate the DES team and everyone that worked on this. I know it was not a simple project, but it's beautiful. It enhances the historic character, but makes it fully accessible to everyone. It was part of our commitment to bringing Constellation Brands here. And so I'm really proud to be a part of this and proud to be here on behalf of Governor Hochul. And also to say that, to what Councilman Patterson said, this is just one of the many things, the long-term effort to revitalize our city. And it's happening, it continues to happen. Just within eyeshot of where we are here, the mayor mentioned some of the projects we've completed and some of the historical markers. But you look at that building, we've transformed it, we're going to transform it with another $60 million investment thanks to $7 million from New York State. Across the street, another $60 million investment announced in the state budget to improve the convention center, which is already a great gem for our community. And you see the work at the Rundell Library behind me. Everywhere you turn, we are improving downtown by enhancing the history that made Rochester special. And that's really exciting. And it's moving down, it's moving west. We were just at a Rochester Downtown Development Corporation where we're celebrating the programs that the state and city are doing together to improve the properties all the way down to Bull's Head and in throughout the neighborhoods. This is long-term work. It's work we do together. Obviously, it takes resources, and the governor is committed to doing that. But it's really all of you who are designing these, building these, and imagining these spaces for the future of Rochester. I want to say thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And I also want to recognize Councilmember Bridget Monroe, Northwest District. She was also a big supporter on these capital improvements because she wants folks from the Northwest District to be able to come downtown and be able to enjoy these new amenities and not trip and have almost over 120-year-old sidewalks. All of our residents in the Northeast and in the Northwest and in the East District and in the South District deserve to have amenities when they come downtown to be able to be here. So I am just so grateful for all of the support that council has provided in making this happen. We could not do this without council. I don't know if you want to say anything, Bridget? Okay, you're good. But again, I want to thank Bridget for being here as well. So now we're going to officially cut the ribbon. Council members and Vinny, let's get here. And then some of you guys in the hard hat, come on over. Mr. Commissioner, get over here. Your team helped make this happen. So we're going to cut this ribbon. This is open, guys. This was not touched in over 100+ years. It was a mess. And now we have restored this, guys, and now we're going to be able to walk. And now look at these folks that are here for a conference. Look at that. Now they're going to be able to come and walk and experience this without us being embarrassed by it. So this is a big deal for us, and we're very excited about it. So let's officially cut the ribbon and celebrate this milestone. Thank you so much again, New York State and Rochester City Council, for making this possible. Thank you.